Okay, so the Super Bowl commercial that I included involved Coach Anthony Lynn, who's the coach of the LA Chargers. And it's a Verizon commercial, but it's about the first responders saving his life and him being here and alive today. So yes, to me, it used all things in ADA: the attention, interest, desire, and action. Attention, of course, because it was Anthony Lynn. I know who he is. He's the head coach of the LA Chargers. It was interest because I also do some work with my insurance company with a lot of the first responders. So when I saw him there, along with the first responders, I knew this was something I wanted to watch. And then, of course, the desire, it got emotional because you're talking about someone's life being saved. And then, of course, action at the end is you want to be able to make sure that a call goes through when you need it. In this case, Verizon made sure that the call went through and the first responders were able to answer and save Anthony Lynn's life. So to me, that was huge, and it had everything that ADA needs. It says, does the ad sell a product or build brand awareness? To me, it does both. It sells a service of Verizon because they're letting you know that they're going to make sure that the phone rings when it needs to. And then the other part of that is it builds brand awareness because you're talking about first responders now. I mean, everyone knows who first responders are. They're going to be part of the Verizon brand, first responders. And then third, do you agree or disagree with the communication process used for the ad? I completely agree with it. I love that it used emotion to get to everyone and know how important it is that you or your loved one's life can be saved by making sure that a call goes through and it is not dropped. And that, of course, is from Verizon Wireless. Did the ad use the right person or people as originators? I think they did. They used a head coach who's famous in the NFL, and they also use first responders who are people who are everyday people. They may not be famous, but they are everyday people. But we count on them in so many ways, whether it's firefighting, EMTs, police officers. We count on first responders. They're an important part of our life and society, even going back as far as the 9/11 and how first responders were so effective during that time frame. So I think that the right people were used. I think the message is right. I think it's very well structured, the way it was put on TV. The TV medium was correct. It was completely right on. And you could see the emotion. You could see the head coach. You could see all the first responders. You could see the interaction that they had, the thankfulness of the head coach. And, I mean, it was really heartwarming. It was heartfelt. And it says, what did you receive? I received that it's very important to be able to make sure your call goes through, especially in emergency situations. And, of course, I have Verizon. Verizon's always worked for me, and I think they could not have done a better job with this commercial.